Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday morning practice. We will start our movement from our back bodies today, so you can take that into account in how you choose to set up and settle in onto your mat. Give yourself a few moments to settle into a comfortable position, get any wiggles out of the way, and finding patience with yourself as you settle in. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose, filling up through chest, through belly. Open your mouth audibly, sigh it out. Let it go. We'll do that 2 more times. Deep breath in, feeling your rib cage expand. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Finding a sense of release there. And move through once more with your own breath. Allow your eyes to close if they're not already, and I invite you to call to mind one thing that you're grateful for. It can be maybe this yoga practice, it can be a cup of coffee, it can be something larger like the people in your life, a safe home. Whatever it is that's really coming first to mind, just calling that into your mind, calling it into your heart. And as we've called in our feeling of gratitude this morning, as you move throughout your day today, I invite you to look for those little places of things that make you feel happy, things that make you smile, things that make your day feel a little more easeful, a little more at peace. And sometimes we're wired to look for the more negative aspects of things, and all it takes is a gentle reminder in the morning. It can help change the tone of your day. Invite a little bit of movement to the body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Use your inhale to reach the arms up. Find your full body stretch. If you're laying down, toes reach towards the bottom of the mat. Exhale to release and let go. If you are seated, slowly make your way on to your back body now. We'll bend the knees, plant your feet on the outer edges of the mat. Let's extend the arms out, finding T or cactus. Beginning to layer movement over breath. On your exhale, lower your knees to one side. Inhale to bring them back through center. Exhale, twist towards the other side. And keep moving through with your breath. Inhales through center. Exhales to gently twist. And start to wake up through the hips, the spine. Maybe noticing a gentle massage through the lower back. You can start to visualize some of the tension there slowly melting away. Next time your knees come through center, stay there. Start to shimmy your feet in towards one another. So about hip distance apart, press your palms into the earth alongside your hips. Find your external rotation through your upper arms. Ground through the shoulder blades, through the feet. Inhale, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Hold there for a moment. And we'll find engagement through the legs here. Imagine you're squeezing a block between the legs. Think about pressing the knees forward to the bottom of the mat. Maybe you feel your glutes start to engage. Use your exhale to slowly roll down the spine. Allow your hips to ground last. Press into the feet. Inhale, rise through the hips, holding at the top. Find your engagement. Notice if you're holding the breath, allow it to flow. Exhale, slowly roll down the spine. Try and feel each point connect separately. Hips ground last. We'll move through that once more. Root through the feet, rise through the hips. Holding at the top. Exhale, slowly roll down the spine. Guide your knees in towards the chest one at a time. Bring your hands to the hamstrings. Slowly start to lift your feet up towards the ceiling. Find movement here. Point and flex through the ankles. You might circle them out in one direction and the other. And slowly bend your knees back in towards your chest, and however you want to get there, we'll slowly transition into tabletop. So that can be making your way onto your side, maybe using the legs for momentum to find a gentle spinal rock. We'll all meet in a tabletop position with shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Get active through the hands, so fingers are bright and wide. Ground through all four corners of your hand, finding that engagement. Inhale, start to lift your tailbone up towards the sky. Belly drops, heart and gaze shift forward. Exhale, start with the tailbone round through your spine. Shift your gaze back towards your belly button. And keep flowing through with the breath. Breath and spine, gently rolling, gently flowing like a wave. Thinking about the heart leading the way every time it shines forward in your cow pose. We'll meet in a neutral spine. Draw the ribs in towards the spine. Extend your right leg out behind you, hip height. Get active here. Press out through the heel. Option to stay here. Maybe you extend your left fingers forward as well, creating a long line of energy from left fingertips along the spine out through the back foot. And steady breath here. Exhale, lower your left palm down to the earth. Guide your knee in towards your chest. Feel the lift between the shoulder blades. Step your right foot through between your hands. Allow your hips to sink down towards the earth a little bit here. You might tent left fingertips. Maybe you have a block you can bring under the hand. Start to reach your right arm forward in front of you. Circle it up and then reach it back behind you. We'll find that big circle 2 more times. At the end of your second round, holding with fingers pointing back behind you. Option here to bend your left knee, guiding your left foot in towards the hand. You might be able to connect them, maybe not. Either way, just creating that shape in our body. And checking in with your breath. Try and find a smooth, steady flow to it. And gently release the left foot down. Guide your right hand forward. Use your inhale to lift your torso, lift your arms up overhead. Get active through the legs. Think about dragging the right foot back, left knee forward. Feel that engagement through the hips. Option here to look up to your fingers above you, lifting through the heart. Exhale, slowly lower your hands to the inside of your right foot. Start to shimmy it back. Guide your right knee in line with the left. Find a gentle sway of your hips from side to side. And find stillness in the center. Extend your left leg out behind you, hip height. Press out through the heel. Try and find balance in center. Option 2, reach your right fingers forward as well. Keep drawing in through the core. And steady breath. Slowly lower your hand back to the ground. Guide your knee in towards your chest. Feel lift between shoulder blades. Step or help your foot through between the hands. Allow the hips to sink down a little bit here, maybe tenting right fingers or stacking on a block. Begin to sweep your left fingers forward, up, and back, drawing a big circle with your fingertips. Move through that 2 more times. After your third round, we'll pause at the back, pointing fingers behind us. Option to bend your right knee, pointing toes in towards the hand. Maybe hand and foot connect. Maybe we're just creating the shape. Either way is fine. And gently release your right foot down. Sweep the left hand back to frame the foot. Whenever you're ready on your inhale, rise up through torso, arms, sweep up overhead. And find your steadiness, engagement through the legs. Option to lift through the heart. Shift your gaze up towards fingertips. Exhale, slowly lower your hands to the inside of your foot. Shimmy the left foot back. Guide your knee in line with the right. Find any movement here, maybe forward and back, side to side, starting to release some of that effort. And find stillness. Walk your hands forward about a hand's distance. Shift yourself forward so shoulders are over wrists. Eyes of the elbows spin forward. Bend your elbows slowly. Lower yourself down so your torso meets the ground. Lift your legs one at a time. Lengthen toes back and lower your foot back down. Press into the shoelace side of the feet. Walk your hands forward in front of the top corners of the mat. This time fingers are tented. Imagine you have cupcakes under the hands. Press into the fingers. Lift your heart and gaze up. Exhale to gently lower back down. Moving through that 2 more times. Press into the fingers, finding leverage to lift. Exhale, soften. Once more. Exhale to lower. When you come down to the earth, hands press under the shoulders. Lift up through hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back. Find a downward dog. Allow a softness through the knees. Press into the palms so hips can lift up and back, finding length through the spine. Option 2, nod the head yes, shake it no here. Finding a little movement through the neck. You might pedal the legs side to side. Look forward between your thumbs. Start to tiptoe your feet towards the front of the mat. Ground through the feet. Inhale, rise up, arms sweep all the way overhead. Exhale, guide your hands in through heart center. We'll pause here with thumbs connected to the heart. Maybe allowing the eyes to close. Inviting in a sense of gratitude for yourself for showing up here today. Gratitude for this practice that allows us to connect with ourselves. And gratitude for your body for carrying you through these postures. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way overhead. Exhale, hinge over your hips, fold, let your head hang heavy. Inhale, fingertips to shins, lengthen your spine halfway. Find your tabletop back here, shoulder blades loop together. Exhale to release and fold. Root through the feet, rise up, arms sweep all the way overhead, holding here. Feel length through either side of the body from the feet, up the legs, the rib cage, out, fingertips. Start to ground into the left foot. You might first lift right heel before guiding knee up towards the chest. Allow a softness through your left knee. Step your right foot back 3 or 4 feet. Point your toes 45 degrees towards top right corner of the mat. Hips are square to the front of the mat, warrior 1. Bend your elbows, find your cactus arms, shoulder blades squeeze together, elbows draw back. On your inhale, lift through the heart, lift through the gaze. Exhale, find a neutral spine, bring hands in through heart center. Start to shift your weight forward into your left foot. Drag the right toes forward. Find length through the spine from top of the head out through back toes. When you're ready, allow the back leg to float. Heart leans forward, finding warrior 3. Stay active through both legs. Press the floor away with the left foot. Press out through the right toes or right heel. Inhale, rise up to stand. Release your right foot alongside the left. Lower your hands alongside your body, palms facing forward. Tadasana, mountain pose. Use your inhale, roll your shoulders up and back. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way overhead. Exhale, hinge over your hips forward. Fold, let the head hang heavy. Inhale to lengthen your spine halfway. Exhale, release and fold. Root through the feet, rise up, arms sweep all the way overhead, pausing at the top. Feel the length through either side of the body. Ground through your right foot, lift the left heel. Maybe you start to guide your knee in towards your chest. Allow a softness through your right knee. Step your left foot back, planting for warrior 1, hips square towards the front of the mat. You can find your engagement through the legs here as well. Imagine you're dragging your right foot back, left foot forward. Feel the hips start to get steady and engaged. Exhale, bend your elbows, find cactus arms, shoulder blades squeeze together, elbows draw back. Inhale, open through the heart, lift through the gaze. Find a neutral spine, bring hands in through heart center. Start to shift your weight forward into the right foot. Drag the left toes in. Feel the long line of energy from top of the head out through your back toes. When you're ready, allow the back foot to float as your torso bows forward. Steady breath. Slowly rise up to stand. Release left foot alongside the right. Lower your hands alongside your body. Find Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms sweep all the way overhead. Exhale, hinge over your hips forward. Fold, head hangs heavy. Inhale to lengthen your spine halfway. Exhale, find a deep bend in your knees. Plant your hands. Step your feet to the back. Lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Find your length through the spine. Press the floor away. Inhale, sweep your right toes up and back behind you. Exhale, guide your knee in towards your chest. Look forward. Step or help your foot through to the front of the mat. Keep your back heel lifted. Use your inhale to rise up, crescent lunge. Notice if the back knee starts to get soft here and bend, trying to really engage through your glutes and hamstrings so you have a sturdy back leg. Inhale, feel length through your spine. Exhale, rotate towards the right. Lower your arms in line with the floor. Feel shoulder blades still squeezed together here, so openness through the heart. You might look back toward your right thumb here. Inhale, come back through center. Arms reach up overhead. Bring hands in through heart center on your exhale. Start to shift your weight forward into the right foot. Drag the left toes in. Press the floor away with the right foot. Start to kick your left foot in behind you, reaching back. Maybe you can catch the inside of the left foot. Outside is fine too. Option to stay exactly here. Or inhale, reach the right arm up overhead. Option 2, reach the heart forward, kick the left foot back behind you. Landing in dancer's pose. You can feel the pressure from left foot into left hand and press left hand back into left foot. Try and keep your gaze at an unmoving point. Slowly come back up to stand. Release your left foot alongside the right. Lower the right arm down. Maybe let's shake it out. We might roll the shoulders out. Land into stillness in your Tadasana. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, hinge over your hips forward. Fold, head hangs heavy. Inhale to lengthen your spine halfway. Exhale, deep bend in the knees. Plant the hands. Step your feet to the back of the mat, this time finding a plank pose. Option to lower the knees to the earth. Press the earth away from you with your hands. Feel the lift through the back of the shoulders. Eyes of the elbows spin forward. Bend your elbows slowly. Lower yourself down to connect to the earth. Press through tops of the feet. Inhale, lift your chest and hands to hover. Option to stay here in baby cobra. Maybe you press the hands into the earth, lifting up through heart so it shines forward. Hips might come off of the mat here. Upward dog. If you're in Cobra, slowly softening back down before lifting through Downward Dog. Otherwise, step over your toes. Send your hips up and back, Downward Dog. Inhale, sweep your left toes up and back behind you. Guide your knee in towards your chest. Feel lift between the shoulders. Step or help your foot through between your hands. Keep your back heel lifted. Inhale to rise, crescent lunge. Really engaging through your right glute, right hamstrings. Think about drawing the feet in towards one another so you find that engagement through the hips. Inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, rotate towards the left, reaching arms out in line with the floor. You might look back at your left thumb here. Inhale, come back through center. Both arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands in through heart center. Shift weight into left foot, drag the right toes in. Right away, think about pressing the floor away with the left foot, guiding in through the outside of your left hip. You can kick the right toes in towards your hip, reach back with the right hand, connecting to foot. Option to stay exactly here. Maybe left arm reaches up. So you start to kick the right foot behind you, allow the heart to reach forward. You can press foot into hand, hand into foot. And slowly guide your knee back and come to a neutral spine. Release your right foot, release your left arm, maybe taking a shake, letting everything go. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sit your hips back. Imagine you're sitting in an imaginary chair. Option to leave fingers reaching. Maybe you bring hands in towards the heart, your choice. Imagine you're squeezing a block between the thighs here so we're nice and engaged. We'll slowly bend the knees down, sending hips towards the earth. You can use the hands at any point until you come to a seated position. Knees are bent, pointing up towards the sky, feet planted. Bring your hands to your hamstrings, find a lift through the spine, an openness across the heart. You can walk the tiptoes in. Option to bring hands behind you for a kickstand, or they can come to hamstrings first as we lift the shins in line with the floor. Option to reach your arms forward, palms facing up, finding your boat pose. Slowly soften your feet down to the earth, round forward, hug the legs, bring your forehead in towards your knees. Slowly roll up the spine and keep your right knee in where it is. Lengthen your left leg, so extend your foot to the bottom of the mat. Sit up nice and tall. Your foot can stay where it is, or you can cross the right foot to outside of left leg. Try and lift tall out of the lower back, so think about sending your lower belly forward towards your right thigh. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Feel that length through either side of the body. Exhale, rotate towards the right. Bring your right hand behind you. You can hug your knee with your left arm or hook the elbow, your choice. Look back over your right shoulder. Use your inhale, bring yourself back through center. Use your hands to help release the right leg long. You can shake the knees out, bend them one at a time. Find stillness, bring your left knee into plant. Option to cross the foot over the right leg. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, rotate towards the left, bringing your left hand behind you, hugging or hooking the knee with your right elbow. You can look past your left shoulder. With each inhale, think about finding length through the spine. Inhale, guide yourself back through center. Use your hands to help uncross the left leg. We'll bend both knees. Bring the soles of your feet together. Knees fall to outer edges of the mat. Give yourself a gentle rock side to side. You can use the hands against feet or shins to find a taller spine through the lower back. Option to stay exactly here. You can start to lean forward. Once you find the stretch that's comfortable, allowing the spine to round forward. Notice if the mind has started to wander, just checking in with where it's drifting off to. And guiding it back to the breath, back to your present moment. Slowly start to roll up your spine. And bring hands to the outsides of the knees, guide them in through center. And gently make your way onto your back body. One at a time, guide your knees in towards your chest. Your hands can rest on your belly or you can extend them out wide, your choice. Use your exhale to slowly lower the knees towards the left. Wherever you land, allowing your right shoulder to continue to draw down towards the earth. Allowing the heart, the front of the chest to remain open. Use your next inhale to slowly guide the knees back in through center. Make any adjustments through the hips. Use your exhale to slowly lower the knees to the right. And keep your left shoulder drawing down towards the earth, feeling open across the front of the heart, the front of the chest. Use your inhale, guide your knees back through center. Give yourself 6 to 8 rounds of breath here to find any final movement your body might be asking for. Maybe hugging knees in, finding a gentle rock side to side. Maybe landing in a happy baby. Finding any other final shapes or movements that will help allow your body to settle in. Allow yourself 2 more final rounds of breath wherever you are. And gently guide yourself in to your final resting shape, whatever that looks like for you. And when you land, guiding your awareness back first to the physical body, maybe noticing the support of the earth underneath you. Maybe noticing the steady rhythm of your heart and your breath. And calling back in that feeling, that sensation of gratitude without anything specific attached to it, just feeling grateful for this new day. Holding that in your heart as we settle into our rest. Know that my voice will guide us back when our rest is complete. Slowly start to bring your awareness back to your physical body, back to your physical surroundings. Start to invite gentle energy and movement. You might wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe rolling wrists and ankles. And slowly increasing movement, taking any larger movements to help wake your body up. And gently guide yourself to a comfortable seat, finding a tall spine, open heart. Use your inhale, roll your shoulders up and back. Inhale, arms sweep all the way overhead. Exhale, guide your hands in through heart center, thumbs connecting to the heart, pausing for a final moment of gratitude and connection on your mat that you can carry with you throughout your day. And from my heart to yours, thank you.